Hello, my fabulous friends. How are you doing today? I am doing good. And today I wanted to finish the Q&A that I started the first day. I'm sorry I didn't get a vlog up yesterday. I've had a crazy couple of days, but I'm doing it now, even though I'm really tired and I want to go to bed, but I'm doing it. So I hope you guys have had a great day. It's midweek. Make it to the weekend, that's all I can say. I don't know if I said in the video before, but to find this Q&A just so you guys can get to know a little bit more about me, I went onto Pinterest, I typed in the search word questions, and it came up with this list of 50 questions to ask kids. I thought that would be really fun to do. I did 25 questions the first time, and I'm just gonna keep going. There's 50 questions total, but we'll just go the last 25 questions. So the first question, if your pet could talk, what would it say? Oh, I don't have a pet. I have a plant. Its name is Dragon. And if my plant could talk, he would probably say, "Why don't you water me and take care of me better?" And I would say, "Because I forget you exist because you're a plant and you don't talk." Yeah. Let's see. Number 2. If you had superpowers, what would they be? If I had superpowers, one I think would be to look into the future. The second one, I think it would be cool to be able to lift things with the force, but I don't know how to say have the vision where you can psh, and move things. I think that would be really neat. Number 3, what is the best thing about being a kid? I'm still a young adult kid. My favorite thing about being a young adult is that I get to learn a lot about life right now. I ask my parents for advice, my grandparents for advice. I ask people a lot of people for advice of life, and I like to learn about life. I think I love to learn and learn new things. Number 4, why do people have different skin colors? I don't know, because God made them that way. Number 5, who is someone in history you'd like to be friends with and why? I think someone who I'd like to be friends with in history... That's a tough one. I guess one of them would have to be Benjamin Franklin because he was so smart. Him and the founding fathers, they set up this whole nation. Now, I live in the United States, so they set up this whole nation. I think that would be really cool. Another one would be Queen Victoria, because I recently saw the movie The Young Victoria. That was a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, watch it. I love that, and just how to run a country and to have a love life. It's a true love story. So, number 1, Benjamin Franklin. Number 2, Queen Victoria of England. And number 6, what makes you happy when you are sad? Number 1 would have to be ice cream. Number 2 would have to be physical exercise or I don't know, intense sports, tennis, racquetball, something intense, running really hard. That makes me happy when I'm sad, when someone likes to listen to me. Number 7, do you have a lucky number? And why is it your lucky number? Or why is it lucky to you? My lucky number would have to be any even number. I don't like odd numbers. Lucky, even though my birthday is kind of odd numbers. I don't like my birthday because of that, but I was born on the day I was born for a reason. But any even number is lucky to me. Number 8, if you could be president for the day, what would you do? I would go tour all the rooms in the White House And I've heard there's a bowling alley there. I would go bowling there. I don't know, I just tour the White House. Number 9, what is something you don't understand about grown-ups? I don't understand why everyone has to be so serious. I know sometimes I'm kind of serious, but why do we have to be so serious? In the end, we're all laughing, right? Why do we have to be so serious? Number 10, what is the greatest thing ever invented? The greatest thing ever invented, I'd have to say the iPhone. I think that my iPhone is pretty cool, and I think the iPhone in general is really cool because it just does so many amazing things. You can talk to people, you can text, there's so many things you can do on an iPhone. I think that's one of the greatest things ever invented. Number 11, have you ever played a joke on someone, and what was it? I have played many jokes on many people, but I don't remember what any of the jokes are. I'll have to think. I'll let you know when I think of that one. I've played jokes on people, I just don't remember what any of them are. I'll tell you when my grandpa played on us. So you can Google it. You can put like toilet seat monsters and stuff like that. But you can get these little monsters that like suction onto the toilet seat, and then their like arms suction onto the top. It's like a little plastic thing, and so when you put the seat down, you don't see the little, like it's a little plastic monster. When you lift up the seat, it's like a little, you can get different monsters, toilet seat monsters. So when I was like 7 or 8, my grandpa thought it would be funny for April Fools to do that. And that's what he did, is he suction cupped a little monster onto the toilet seat and the lid, and so it lifted up. So I had to pee so bad, and when I went to go pee, there was a little monster there waiting for me, and I nearly peed my pants, and I ran out of the bathroom screaming, I have to pee, there's a monster. And then I ran to a different bathroom, went to the bathroom, but that was a joke someone else played on me. Let's see, we're 11, 12. What do you think is the most important appliance or piece of furniture in my house? I would have to say my bed, because I sit on it, I sleep on it. My bed makes me happy because I get to sleep. Number 13, what is your favorite word and why? My favorite word would have to be joy, because I love that word. It's not joy, the best way to describe it is like, it's like soul happiness. It's not like light happiness or like, it's like a deep happiness you feel like inside of you. And that's my favorite word, because I love feeling joy and happiness. Like when somebody you love completes something big or does something that makes you happy, but every time you think about that action or when that happened, you just feel happy. Like, that's my favorite word, joy. Number 14, if you had your own country, what would it be called? If I had my own country, it would be called Lafargue Land. I don't know if you can even spell that. It would be called Lafargue Land because when I was in middle school / high school, I came up with this made up person. Her name was Becky Lafargue. I'll spell it out for you. And I would call it Lafargue Land because anything that's imaginary and made up, it would be called Lafargue. Number 15, what do you dream about when you sleep? When I sleep, oddly enough, I dream about ex-boyfriends. I have a lot of dreams about ex-boyfriends being there and saving me, and then I wake up and it's like, they're still not my boyfriend, and that's really awkward. So that's what I dream about when I sleep. I don't have a lot of fantasy dreams, I have a lot of more reality dreams. Number 16, if you were in a band, what instrument would you play and why? If I were in a band, I would play the ukulele, because that's what I'm learning right now, and it would be so cool to play the ukulele. If you guys play the ukulele, thumbs up this video, because the ukulele is the best, and I just love it. And 17, what 3 words would you use to describe your family? The 3 words I would use to describe my family are spunky, crazy, and fun. I love my family because they're spunky, crazy, and fun. Number 18. What is something you'd like to learn how to do? I am learning how to play the ukulele right now, and I love it. Another thing I'd like to learn how to do is to cook better, cook more nutritious meals. I do cook, and it's usually not that great. It's usually just something to eat, so that's what I would like to learn how to do. Number 19, if you had to give away all of your toys but one, which one would you keep? This isn't even fair. If I had to give away all my toys but one, I would probably keep my laptop because I could do without my phone or without other things, but I feel like my laptop is pretty necessary. That's a hard question, you guys. Number 20, what do you think heaven is like? I think heaven is a peaceful place. I think heaven is somewhere happy, where people feel happy, and where people are together in their families. I think that's what heaven is like. Number 21, what is something you're thankful for? I am thankful for the opportunity that I have to go to school and to have a job. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful most of all for food. I am thankful for you guys and for YouTube. I am also thankful for every day that I have to be alive. Number 22, what is the hardest thing you've ever had to do? One of the hardest things that I've had to do that was really hard for me was I trained for a half marathon this last year that I ran in August down in Draper, Utah. And that was really hard training for that. I set my mind to it though, and I did it. It was so hard, but I'm so glad that I did it. So that was one of the hardest things that I've recently done. So if you haven't run a half marathon, I challenge you to do it. It's not that bad. It's just a lot of training. 23. Do you think that telling the truth is always right, even if it hurts someone's feelings? I feel like in the end, telling someone the truth is always the right thing to do, even if it hurts them. But also, I feel like selective truth, I know that doesn't sound good, but selective truth is good as well. Let's see, 24, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? If I could change one thing about myself, probably would be my motivation to get things done. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to conquer the world today, and then, no, that doesn't happen. So it would probably be like self-motivating, getting myself motivated to get up and get things done. And number 25, what is the greatest thing about being you? The greatest thing about being me is me. Nah. The greatest thing about being me, I feel like, is I'm very optimistic and I try to make the best of a situation. Not everything in my life is perfect. I know that it's not perfect, or it's probably not going to be perfect. But if I can try to make the best of each situation, that's what really matters. So that's the greatest thing about being me. So I hope you guys had a good time watching this Q&A. I know I had fun answering the questions. They were really tough questions. See if you can answer any of them. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. As always, subscribe, comment, and like this video. Let me know what you want to see me do, you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.